Hello super friends and welcome to DC TV Talk, and in today's episode we're going to be breaking down and going over some news that we've gotten from Entertainment Weekly referring to the upcoming Elseworlds crossover, so let's discuss. So we did get a recent article from Entertainment Weekly which has gone through loads of different things regarding the Arrowverse's upcoming Elseworlds crossover, and I'm just going to go over a couple of the most important points. If you were listening to the podcast, you would have seen that we did actually cover this photo of Batwoman which was released by them, and as you can see this is probably the best look we've got at Batwoman because this is like an actual in-shot, in-action shot of Ruby Rose as Batwoman, and that suit just looks incredible. It looks so good. Despite what I say about Ruby Rose and, that casting choice, just based on look alone and the suit, I think it looks absolutely tremendous, and I'm just loving everything about the look. I think it just really makes a statement. It's something different that we've seen. It's definitely fitting within the Arrowverse while it is still different, and I think it's just a great costume choice. It's so comic accurate, it looks great on screen, and I just can't wait to see how she interacts with everybody else, especially because Mark Guggenheim of the CW, who is being described as the showrunner of the crossover, has actually stated that we will be seeing Kate Kane as well interact with the heroes. So it's not just be Batwoman in suit, it's going to be Kate Kane interacting outside of the suit with Oliver, Barry and Kara as well, and this is very exciting news because I was worried that this was just going to be, just Batwoman in the suit, but we actually are going to see Ruby Rose's face, as Kate Kane as well. Also, it has been confirmed that Batwoman will be appearing in the second hour of the crossover, which is the Arrow portion of the crossover. So basically, she's only going to be in one episode of this crossover, which, like I say, is the Arrow episode, Hour 2. So, I thought maybe she was going to be in it a bit more. But obviously, I think it depends what they're doing with this crossover overall, because there's still the theory that, each episode of this crossover is going to be a different story. So the first episode could be the costume swap, the second episode will be the Batwoman stuff, the third episode will be like the black suit Superman stuff. So we don't quite know what the overall story is. We have got a little bit more hints, which I will get into, but Batwoman will only be appearing in Hour 2, which is the Arrow episode. So the quote from Entertainment Weekly that describes the story of the crossover goes as follows. The story for the Elseworlds Arrowverse crossover will follow Arkham Asylum Dr. John Deegan rewriting reality, resulting in Oliver and Barry swapping lives, and the two heroes are the only ones who know that they are in the wrong lives and have each other's powers. So that comes from Entertainment Weekly, basically telling us the basic story and the basic outline for Elseworlds, and this does basically give us writing confirmation, like in writing confirmation, that Barry and Oliver are basically going to be reversing their roles. So Stephen Amell will be Barry Allen and Oliver Queen will be played by Grant Gustin, and that's basically our in writing confirmation there. And we also get the tease of John Deegan, who is going to be otherwise played by Jeremy Davis, and you may know him better as the character from the comics Dr. Destiny, and he is the one who's going to be behind all of this. Also, something else to note that was also said by Mark Guggenheim, he did actually state that in the third hour of the crossover, which is going to be the Supergirl episode of the crossover, we will be seeing a cameo from one of the members of the Legends of Tomorrow. So this is very exciting news. Obviously, we were told that the Legends of Tomorrow were not going to be a part of this crossover, but it appears that we are actually going to be getting a cameo from a member of the Legends. But who could that be? I feel that the obvious choice for this cameo would be Sarah Lance, obviously played by Katie Lotz. Sarah is a very big part of the Arrowverse. She always has been ever since her origin story on Arrow, her developing on Arrow, then going over to Legends. She's been a pretty big character, and she's always a great addition to the crossover. Obviously, she's the leader of the Legends, and every time she shows up, she always has a great dynamic with characters like Oliver, and obviously it'd be really awesome if she did appear in this crossover, like if Black Siren's in this crossover. I don't know if it's been confirmed if Black Siren's in it or not. I haven't seen anything to do with Black Siren, but I really want to see more of them interact. But either way, just having Sarah in this crossover would be really cool, and in my opinion, out of all the Legends, she's the one that makes the most sense. I could also see them using Ray Palmer, simply because, again, he's like the second biggest legend. You have Sarah who's at the top, and then I'd say you've got Ray sort of second in command. Obviously Ray, also a pretty big character in the Arrowverse. He was a pretty big character during season 3 of Arrow. He was in season 4. He was also in The Flash briefly, and then moved over to Legends. And Ray is always a pretty big asset to the crossovers. Like, he's always quite a big helping hand due to not only his science side, but also due to his Atom suit. So I feel like Legends could, take Ray and shove him over to the crossover for this episode. Obviously, there's no confirmation about who this legend will be. We're probably gonna have to wait and see. Maybe they'll show it in the trailer, or maybe they'll just have to leave it to the episode till we find out. But I feel like Sarah or Ray are the most bankable options. And just as of recording this video, we did actually just get a new poster released for the Elseworlds crossover. So obviously we've had the one with Oliver and Barry in the past, but this one is very reminiscent of the first poster we got for Crisis on Earth X, where they've done it in the style of an actual comic book cover. So I'll show it to you on screen now, and as you can see, we have what appears to be a Gotham City backdrop, and we can also see Superman, we can see Batwoman, we can see Supergirl, and then we can also see, obviously, Barry Allen as the Green Arrow. This is so confusing at times, and Oliver Queen as the Flash, or however you want to say it. And then you can also see the Monitor, played by LaMonica Garrett, looking over the entire thing. Also, I believe the character at the bottom in the lab coat, I'm guessing that's supposed to be John Deegan, Dr. Destiny. I assume that's who that's supposed to be. What's interesting is that in this poster it appears to be that Oliver and Barry are fighting each other. Although I'm not quite sure if that's just supposed to be a design choice, or if that's just what they're actually referencing. Because like Barry is going for Oliver and Oliver's going for Barry, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But still, I think this is a really nice looking cover. Like, it's really colourful. It looks really nice. Goes perfectly in line with the Crisis on Earth X poster we got last year, and I think this is just adding even more hype to the ever-growing hype train for Elseworlds. And again, I really love this poster. But what do you think about this poster? Overall, I'm getting more and more hype for this crossover the more we see it. It's finally moving into the point where we're actually getting like tangible stuff regarding it. Like I say, we got those teasers this week. Now we've got this poster, and we've got like some official news regarding the story. We will be getting the official full-length trailer for the Elseworlds crossover coming out within the next 2 weeks or so, and I'm very, very excited for that trailer to drop. I think it's going to show so much, and it's going to reveal so much to us regarding what the overall story of this crossover is going to be. Although this Entertainment Weekly article did give us some hints, I don't really feel like they're giving away too much. I think they're playing their cards very close to their chest, which I have no problem with, and I'm just getting more and more hype for this crossover the more it goes on, and I think it's absolutely excellent. But what do you guys think about all this news? Make sure you let me know all your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. The poster, the Batwoman image, the Elseworlds story details, and also which legend do you think is going to make a cameo in this crossover? Make sure you let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like, it'll help me out a lot, and share this video with anyone and everyone you know who loves DC TV, and get them to join the community. And as always guys, please subscribe for your latest content on Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, and Arrow. And with all that said guys, I hope to see you again in my next video.